Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Once again, in relation to happiness, today in this lecture, again, I will shed some light on what happiness is and how happiness can be ensured and it can be made our integral part of life. Filtering English and Western literature on the topic of happiness, it is very unfortunate that they have had stolen things from our Eastern societies and they have adopted them for the maximization of happiness. So, the first point is that if we want happiness, we must focus on positivity, positive thing. We must train our minds to think positive, to think good for others, to think more for others. This is a simple technique that if we train our minds to have good for others, at least at thinking level, that will enhance our happiness magnitude. Because we are indeed a amalgamation of, indeed we are energy. And it is very unfortunate that some of us utilize this energy for negative purposes. So this is a big loss. And for this, the Holy Quran is of the opinion that this is israf. So if we start thinking positively, meaning that if we train our mind and not the vice versa, that usually minds train us. So the most important point in order to keep ourselves happy is to focus on positive thinking. This is very, very important point in the sense that thinking by itself is an energy. And if this energy is consumed on positive and creative activities and thoughts, it will keep us more happy or happier. For this purpose, we should train our mind, and the mind should not be our master as it is in our society. Rather, we should be the master of our mind and our thinking. So in this way, once we remove the negative thinking and replace it with positive thinking, inshallah ta'ala, within few days, this habit will get institutionalized in our life and we will enter into a new phase of happiness, which will be a happiness forever. Those who are spending all their days with negative energies, they are uselessly spending energies without any gain, except that they get anger, they get greedy or greediness, they get unpopular fame and things like them. So these things further surround the person and his or her happiness is abolished. So in short, positive thinking is the base wherefrom we can decide to be a happier person or a non-happier. Some important chants, even religious chants, are popular for ensuring happiness. For example, if we pay all the time Alhamdulillah, that all praises go to Allah alone. So this is a positive chant. If we repeatedly, even in our hearts, use these sorts of words of God, this will help us in keeping happy. And suppose if we get up early in the morning and we just speak a few words of gratitude, that it's a great day, great things will happen to me, I'll never be disloyal to any person, I'll be helping the poor. So by this exercise, within 3 months, I guarantee too, your whole life will get changed and happiness will triumph. Defeatistic and isolationistic trends will vanish. If for your convenience you turn towards the Holy Quran, which has clearly mentioned that if you pay shukr, if you pay thanks to Allah, وَإِن شَكَرْتُمْ فَإِن شَكَرْتُمْ, if you are paying shukr, by shukr we mean that if you rely on your capabilities and utilizing those capabilities لأزيدنكم. So by that, God will increase and enhance those capabilities. This is the meaning of shukr. So by this way, we can have a home of happiness, a perpetual happiness, and this is if we continue to do these sort of activities at least for 3 months, it will change our fate. The unhappiness will disappear. Happiness will be our compulsory trait. So, dear Samin, these are some points which are essentially important for a happy life. The second important point for happiness is that one should practice only that sorts of activities which make you happy. It's a very commonplace problem with Pakistani students that they are even getting education in the light of wishes and whims of their fathers and family members. So this is some sort of an imposition of one's ideas on others, and this is in many cases I have personally experienced in the universities that the students do not feel comfortable. They feel some sort of burden and responsibility, which they think if they could not accomplish will usher into an unhappiness result, usher into failure. So remember that happiness is not a concrete thing or object that we may capture or we may get and only then we can remain happy. If a person is doing a job and he is in tune with his job and he contributes to the society, I'm sure that type of person will be happy, because once you utilize your capabilities and capacities in a way where you think that it will contribute to the welfare of society, ultimately it will bring you happiness, पीस ऑफ माइंड एंड एंजॉयमेंट। इंशाल्लाह ताला बाकी 7 पॉइंट्स हैं उसको हम नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में डिस्कस कर लेंगे। यारे सामीन, अगर ये लेक्चर्स आपको अच्छे लगे तो प्लीज हमारे इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब भी कर लें और साथ साथ बेल आइकन को भी जरूर दबाएं ताकि हमारे मजीद वीडियोस भी आपके पास आ जाएं। थैंक यू वेरी मच। हैव अ ग्रेट डे। अस्सलाम वालेकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू।